Alrighty, so we're going to be here on Rasmus TV once again with another game of Dota. A little bit late here in the StarLadder Pro Series. Northern Lions versus Section 80. This is the Banshee casting gun, followed by my co-caster, the Maker Rasmus.
Woo! Oh my god. Oh, we got MS in the chat. Nice. Ah.
We're starting off to a screaming start right now. Obviously, it's going to be our first game today, and actually should be a good one considering the level of these Section 80. Very good team. We quite a bit, done quite a bit in various tournaments. Side the both StarLadder Pro Series and around there. And Northern Lions, obviously, everyone's seen Northern Lions outside of inside Dota, and their team's doing.
Yeah, and I mean both teams are really high up there in the European tier, so hopefully it's gonna be an interesting game. Most Section 80 games we saw or casted was kind of one-sided, I would say. So hopefully N-Lions can bring something to the table that will, I mean, yeah, make it spectator worthy today. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, they should be pretty, I'd say pretty equal in terms of who be expected to win this. We do see the usual picks and bans coming out, although there are two interesting ones. Northern Lions getting rid of that Slark, and the Brewmaster removal from Section 80.
Okay, Vengeful. Wow, I'm surprised to see Vengeful. Razor's actually in the pool, and so is Viper. But I guess they want to get the Vengeful. I guess it's going to be somewhat of an aura strat. I wouldn't be surprised if they pick up Drow Ranger or Visage even. Or maybe not Visage, but Drow Ranger. And just run all-out auras, maybe.
I'd say right now is that the Vengeful, at least the Razor pickup, is in a little kind of a weird place, so to say. As
yeah.
You kind of got this situation where he was good when there was a lot of people who he countered, he was playing up against, but now that those counters no longer really exist, he's kind of dropped off in terms of popularity. On the other hand, though, I'd say that Vengeful Spirit is possibly one of the better supports in the game, as in she's got that aura, she does amazing stuff late game with her minus armor and her plus positive damage, and throwing the fact she's got a stun and a swap, as in there's very little else you'd want from a support.
Yeah, and she's ranged as well, and now he's the Elder Titan, I guess. Okay, I mean, he's had somewhat of a revival after the DreamHack, I guess. I mean, we've seen a lot more Elder Titan now. It's kind of interesting that he went for that kind of, he's kind of bad, and then into, well, he has good counter push, and he has decent damage with his orders. So I guess, yeah, a lot of teams are picking up now, and with Skywrath and Elder Titan, they both have a lot of physical and a lot of magical damage. So yeah, it's nice to see.
Yeah, and it's something that people often do forget when you look at Elder Titan. The reason why it's become so popular is just simply a case of his minus armor is amazing, as in it's possibly the best minus armor in the game, especially when you start going up against heroes like Ogre Magi with high base armor, or even heroes like Morphling.
Yeah.
He just basically comboed with any other spell. His aura is possibly the most broken thing in the game.
Yep. And Naga, Razor, pretty much, it's funny, it's all the mid heroes taken out, right? Maybe besides Slark, it's pretty much, or Tide for that matter, but it's pretty much mid only getting taken out. Centaur, solid pick, I guess. I mean, it's a good stun. See a lot of tankability from Section 80 with the Ogre and the Centaur. I'm kind of curious to why they went for the offlaner just immediately. I mean, taking a mid, because it seems like they just want to take out the mid cores instead of the offlane cores. But
remaining.
Again,
well, as it normally,
5
you have
seconds
to
remaining.
you do have to keep in mind, as we do say, she's a puck being pulled out. The puck more than likely going to be played in that mid lane. You have to remember that generally the off lane or the mid picked up in that third position. You get the carry fourth, or maybe your second support if you didn't use your first two picks for that support, just simply because of on the last pick, it keeps all your options open. It makes
that's
it so
true,
you've got that ability to counter pick, and you kind of force your opposing team to not pick up their mid hero as well, because obviously I'm sure that anyone's watched any amount of Dota, even in a small amount, realizes that mid matchups are often very rock, paper, scissors like.
Yeah. And is it going to be a puck off lane or safe lane or mid? Yeah, again, as you said, the draft is pretty open for both teams. I guess Centaur to some extent needs to go off lane. He's not really going to go mid. They could run him as a carry though. Section 80 haven't been doing that in the past. Viper does get picked up. Okay, pretty solid pickup.
Yeah, Viper is very, very good in practically every position. His main strength is simply a case of he wins mid lanes. As in, he wins practically every single 1v1 matchup that isn't. I think he doesn't win against Razor, and even that is, he doesn't so much lose, he so much doesn't dominatingly crush the lane like he does every other match.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's pretty, that hero, oh my god. I think Sing Sing he said in an interview, like, if there was one hero he hated playing against in lane, was the fucking Viper.
Would you say it's a anti-fun mechanic?
Yeah.
Reserve time.
That champions.
That champion though.
Yes, we've already got to a good start. We've only been casting for around about 2-3 minutes right now. I've already mentioned LoL.
Yeah. Go conquer, guys. Go conquer. Take down the dragon.
10 seconds
remaining. Luckily, it's only the start of the day, so everyone hasn't woken up yet. Hopefully, won't
5 seconds remaining.
Won't have any long-term negative effects. We do see the Earthshaker is going to get picked up, and another one of those supports that have just, kind of gone in and out in terms of his general pop. Fissure is amazing. At the same time, he often feels like he's overlooked because of his reliance on a to do anything lane, mid game. I mean.
Yeah, I was gonna mid. Yeah, he's. It makes a lot of sense because right now the good thing for the Northern Lions, even if Section 80 want to engage upon them, like if they have some sweet counter initiation, like Elder Titan, Clone. They got Puck as well. They got a lot of long-range initiation, so I think it's really good that they picked. I mean, Section 80 is kind of more in your face. Like they want to be right on top of you. I mean, Olgra and Vengeful. I mean, they have Ranger. Terrorblade. Wow. Okay. They do have some Ranger in their stuns, but it's not really like Earthshaker range or Puck range for that matter. TB.
What we're seeing right now coming out from these two, basically different styles of a mid-game team fighting. Obviously, Terrorblade very, very good in mostly the mid-game. As in, he's kind of fallen off a little bit as a hard carry, just simply because of his nerf to his illusions means that he no longer tanks up everything.
Yeah, it was ridiculous with his illusions. Like, it was, he still has by far the best illusions in the game, but before that, it was like you couldn't kill, like, you would die. I think 35 minutes into the game, if the Terrorblade had a decent amount of farm, he would just wreck supports, like, hands down, without even being there. So yeah, hopefully PA can do something to, mess up the Terrorblade, but yeah, they have a good amount of counter push, but I just think TP is just broken in this patch to some extent. Not broken, but he's really strong.
Yeah, he's a very, very strong hero. Obviously, Phantom Assassin, if he get those lucky crits, obviously a little bit of luck on both sides with the Ogre Magi and Section 80 and Northern Lions picking up Phantom Assassin. But at the same time, what we're kind of seeing here is Section 80, they've got that kind of initiation. You'll jump in, burst someone down, and just do that huge pick someone off. On Northern Alliance, although they've got some good initiation themselves, the majority of what they've got the early game is a lot of a counter initiation. A Puck to counter stuff, the Earthshaker Fissure to be defensive, and even the Elder Titan Ultimate to would basically tell Section 80 to GTFO out of their face.
Exactly, so I think that Lions could be overrun by the fact that they have the Centaur, which is he's obviously going to get a Blink Dagger at some point in the game, and if he gets an early Blink Dagger, as you said, the reason you don't pick up Earthshaker as much anymore is because the crucialness of the Blink Dagger is just ridiculous. Like, you need that to engage, and if you don't get it, you're pretty much just a sitting target. Phantom XP is actually going to be, I guess he's going to be picking up his Blink Dagger pretty. Puck versus Viper, I don't know. That's a pretty severe matchup versus. I mean, he's not going to be winning mid lane anytime soon.
I'd say that out of all the heroes, Puck does have one of the better matchups against Viper. Because although Puck isn't going to win that lane, he should be able to get the farm with his orb spam, and he won't die. As in, to die as a Puck, just in general, either requires a huge amount of stun and silence, or for you to make a terrible, terrible mistake.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, as far as CS goes, I think Slavi's going to have a pretty decent time mid. I mean, Puck is of course not going to die as much as you would have maybe a TA or I don't know, a Quap or something like that, but he's still going to be having a difficult time just because of it's just Viper, man.
Viper being awesomely good in that mid lane position. Now, in the meanwhile, we actually have the customary beginning of game pause.
Yeah, we always get a pause, like every game, all game.
Yeah, as in you just can't have a 2 game without there being a pause. It's
Nope.
wrong, isn't it? I saw one the other day which had no pause at the beginning.
What? That's not a real game. You need to remake and then pause.
Just remake pause and take the fountain down.
Yeah.
But either way, the pause is going to end, so we are going to be going right into this. So, starting off with the Section 80 squad, you have Slavy, he's going to be playing on the Centaur Warrunner. Got the Vengeful Spirit, going to be played by a Kimbro. Terrorblade here, going to be played by Nico Baby in that carry position. We've got the Viper here on middle, he is going to be played by Slavy. And last but not least, we've got that Ogre Magi, hoping for a little bit of luck, is going to be the standing key.
Yes, and on inlines, we're going to be having 6 net, going to be playing up Elder Titan on the offlane. Mid, I guess it's going to be Phantom EXP picking up Puck. Not too sure about that. Styles going to be picking up that Skarath support. Evasion going to be playing Earthshaker support. And on the PA, it's going to be interesting to see if he gets the crits this game. It's going to be Ingman taking up the carry top lane. So, yeah. I don't know. It's kind of, yeah. Like versus that kind of team, I really
30
don't
seconds to
see the
battle.
PA accomplishing much before she gets her BKB, just because. And with the Viper, she's really kiteable. I think it's a tough matchup. So, yeah, the composition for endlines, I don't know. PA was for me maybe not the best pickup, but you know, could work out if the Earthshaker gets a great initiation and Puck follows up. Just feels like there's so much on Section 80 that like messes up the PA. So.
The
Hopefully.
battle begins.
Yeah, the PA isn't going to have the easy. At least until he ends up getting his BKB. He's definitely going to have to go BKB this, simply because the amount of magical knowledge coming out from Section 8 means that not fun times are happening. Obviously, we do have another pause.
Of course, it's always good with pauses.
No one
But I
hasn't
mean,
standard yet, so...
I guess Viper is gonna go for the scepter, right? Obviously, we always see Viper with scepter, mech scepter, and then something. Pretty much, I mean, you could go for Manta or Butterfly or Heart or whatever, but I think the fact that he's gonna get a scepter is really horrible for the PA because, yeah, regards to the BKB, it does stop the damage from him, Viper policy, but the slow keeps on ticking, so you're just a walking like, yeah, dead weight for the team until I mean the spells wear off. So it's
Yep, and obviously, as in the Viper, it's interesting though that you said the mech on the Viper, and he has been not picking that up as much recently because of the mana increase he had. It does hurt Viper quite a bit. He's not exactly the most mana efficient hero in the game.
That's true. And yeah, Slavy. What, Slavy's? That's confusing.
Yeah, we've
There's-
got 2 Slavies.
We've
Real
got
Slavy
two.
and
Yeah, I was like, what? What? Okay.
maybe it's just
Interesting.
evil twins. There's real Slavy and then the evil one with like a goatee and a beard.
Oh my god! And he's got like a scar on his left cheek. That's the only way
Yeah.
you can see it's not the real Slavy.
Either way, though, we do see Ogre Magi going to make his way through mid and basically going to run by.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm here. What's up? I guess he was just scaring off the puck for I don't know for some reason. He's gonna rotate top, it seems. I don't know. I think he's just staying out of sight to make all the lanes feel insecure because you never know when an ogre's gonna pop out and just chop your head off.
It does look like the main one to go for a gank up here on top, as he does actually have boots first. So that means he doesn't
That's a
have
pretty
quite as many...
aggressive play.
Yeah, it's very, very aggressive. It means obviously they've got slightly less support items, but it does mean they're possibly going to go for this PA. He's gonna
He's just gonna
right
sit
in
there.
front of the creeps. He doesn't care about smokes or
Oh, he's like
subtlety.
fine. He's
Like-
got boots. It's
He's-
okay.
He's got boots and 2 heads. Who cares about Fog of War and
It doesn't matter. He's fine. He's doing great. He's doing amazingly.
Max? You're doing.
Yeah.
Either way, though, actually, let's have a quick look at how these off lanes are currently getting on us. We do see that the Elder Titan is currently rank 6 and 1. Surprisingly, doing actually a pretty good job in terms of last hitting, being able to use that Astral Spirit to steal up those little bits of gold. On the opposite side, the Centaur not having quite as easy time. Although again, as in these offlaners not really being harassed out.
No, they're actually getting some decent XP and some decent farm. Slavy's in a bit of trouble. Not really. Oh,
Nope.
Stomp gets off. Could be end of the start. It could be end of Styles here. He's actually going to go down pretty hefty here, and that's the first blood. Wow, the unfortunate stomp from the Centaur in the woods. That was Yeah, unfortunate, but yeah.
A good play by Slavi, and maybe a little bit sloppy by the Centaur or Scarus Mage. And meanwhile, while all that happened, Elder Titan and Vengeful Spirit is going to go trade kills here on bottom, which, considering they picked up the Terrorblade, that's actually really huge. This Elder Titan.
That's actually, yeah, again, the good thing about Elder Titan versus this kind of lineup is you have pretty much the two cores, Centaur and to some extent the Terrorblade, of course, is going to be having to go in melee range, and that's going to allow for the Elder Titan to actually do a hell of a lot of damage. And Kimbro? No, he's not going to go in. Which is really scary for the Elder Titan, because he's not, I mean, yeah, besides his really high armor, he doesn't really have much to offer in the terms of survivability. Like, his health is even lower than the Vengeful Spirits, I think. No, pretty much yeah, it's actually lower, so yeah. It's not the highest. And as you said, armor versus Elder Titan doesn't really compute too much, no.
And now talking about armor and actually a little bit of damage, we do see the Ogre Mage was kind of sat up there on that high ground, but he waited a little bit too long, as in the puck was pushed out quite a bit over there and had used his phase shift several times to dodge Viper's damage. So a little bit of missed opportunity right there, but he is going to be getting this top award, a top rune, I mean.
Look at the CS. Puck is actually doing a really nice job of not falling behind just yet.
It is just going to get harder though, as this Nether Toxic and the Poison attack is upgraded. You know, every single right click is going to hurt so much against the puck, and you can only destroy so many of them.
Yeah, that's true.
While this is happening, we do see the Terrorblade. He is farming, having his PvE game going on right now, and he's currently 26-6, although he did have that one death, which is actually going to hurt him not that much considering it was the early game.
He's gonna, nah, he's fine. This is probably not a big issue. Oh, actually stacks. This could be a lot of trouble for a Kimbro. He's gonna take a lot of damage here, but he's not gonna die. He does have the stun ready. He's actually getting, oh, Terrorblade wants to go for this? No, he's gonna back off.
I don't think they can kill the Elder Titan, not these two on their own. They're going to have to be super careful when they don't have this Ogre Magi with his stun and damage. That is one of the disadvantages we have from this Ogre Magi constantly rotating. Yes, he's putting pressure on these other lanes. Yeah, the PA isn't quite farming as well as he might be if this Ogre Magi wasn't doing it. But he's also giving Elder Titan a lot of space and putting a little bit of pressure onto Terrorblade himself.
Yeah, and who do you think, in terms of mid-game, is it going to be up to N-Line to put out the pressure, or do you think they could just, like, slowly just inch their way back if they... Like, is the late game in favor of N-Lines, or do you think the composition from some Section 80 is just gonna, you know...
As in, personally, I think it's all going to come down to Terrorblade versus PA, and in that respect, if you're talking a 1 versus 1 battle, Terrorblade will lose against PA just because evasion is very, very good. As you can pick up an NKB, but that's not really what you want to pick up on a Terrorblade.
That's true.
On the other hand, though, it's going to be getting to that stage of the game where, you know, PA is hitting out 1,000 damage crits and everyone's hurting to the face. Getting that stage without losing too much. That's going to be a little bit difficult. As you see, it looks like they want to go into a kill onto this PA, but he's going to be more than fine.
Be fine. TP comes in. Is that going to be the puck? That is the puck, so... Coil is ready. And Key's just going to die. I'm not really sure why he turned there. Coil on Slavi. I guess the fake one. And he does not have orb ready just yet. Can get the illusion. Full stacks on the... Oh, he's going to eat that completely. Stun comes out. And he's going to survive. Yep. Wow.
Yeah, so he just managed to survive using his magic stick.
And
I think he just went back to make sure that the Centaur got out alive, but it almost backfired right there, almost giving up basically a free kill, plus another one for no apparent reason, but still the puck did manage to help in that kill. We do see the Viper, perfect stun. Top is going to miss, but at the same time, this Viper is very, very dead. There's no way he's going to get out here, and that is going to be a very nice gank there coming out from Northern Alliance.
Yep. And they're actually doing pretty well for themselves in lines right now. That rotation really meant a lot, and they're actually heading kills now. And Section 80, yeah, they were ahead because, of course, they got the first blood, and Terrorblade is leading the charge in terms of CS. But, I mean, if they can cripple anybody, like, if they can mess up the Viper or the Centaur, just, like, slow down the Ling Daggers, and I guess to some extent, I'm not sure if he's going back, but... his items, just in general, that's going to be huge, because Terrorblade on his own isn't really... Oh, top Ingman.
Ingman is going to take a whole bunch of damage. Can he get the blows out? He's not going to be able to. They may be going for more than that right now. We see that the Darth Mage desperately trying to get out of there, but the stun is going to secure his death, and that's going to be a lovely...
No crowd shall hear your name.
And they really need to be careful about this in lines, because the second they give space to the Terrorblade and kind of let off on the other lanes as well, he's just gonna he's just gonna run down your towers. And Elder Titan, yeah, he can counter push, but he's not that effective versus the Terrorblade. Like he needs to be in the fights as well as pushing back the Terrorblade. So it's gonna be a tough
Radiant's
choice for him.
bottom
Does he
tower
stand and
is
fight
under
versus
attack.
the Terrorblade, or does he join the team? And I don't know. Does he fight with the team, or does he decide to, you know, I'm just gonna sack you guys and I'll just hold the towers for now?
Well, it's going to be a little bit interesting because both these two, the ability to go 4 versus 5, if they, there is a lot of team fight ability, both Northern Lions and Section 80, allowing their characters to go farm.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do feel the pressure is going to be Northern Lions to get to that stage, just simply because of all their heroes are slightly less utility based in terms of just general ganking us. You've got stuff like Ogre Magi and that Vengeful Spirit, two very, very strong individual go kill people in the enemy jungle kind of support.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Talking about kill people in the jungle, there was a smoke that just dissipated on the side of Northern Lions, but I don't think they've been seen yet. They've no idea there's 3 up here, and this could be a
stun
very
comes
dead.
out.
Yes, it will be.
Nico is no. They actually the Fisher blocking them off. And that was. 6net is gonna die here. Yeah, definitely. Is it gonna be more than that? I don't know. Styles? Haste on the Kimbro? Sorry, not haste, but the central ulti. He's gonna take a dropping here, I think.
But in the meanwhile,
Oh.
Terrorblade doing whole bunches of damage. That Metamorphosis just does so much. And that is going to be a 2-for-1 right there on what was supposed to be a gank of the Terrorblade. That Fisher just messed everything up. In the meanwhile,
Yeah,
reduces Ogre Magi on top, picks up a kill for Phantom Assassin. Buck does get the trade, but
Love it! Don't die, my man! Don't die, my man! Oh!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
going back in.
I think he can kill the puck. If he gets off no man on the puck, he only has a phase shift. And TP's support coming in. A Kimbro is there. Swap could be the death of the puck. Here we go. Oh! There we go. And that's gonna be it for Phantom XP. Wow. He was close to dying though. Yep.
That is going to be another kill coming out of Section 80. Is going to be 8-5 right now. If you have a quick look at the experience in gold, the experience says it's around about 4k lead for Section 80, while the gold are roughly the same. So a very sizable lead for Section 80 right now, currently only 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah, and Key, I think right now he's doing a superb job on top lane, missing up the PA as much as he can, even though he's essentially sacking himself each and every time. But I mean, he's doing a good job. Yeah, yeah.
Space created, and for actual reasons this time, not the kind you see in pubs.
No, Furion dies, buybacks dies again. Space created. No, okay.
But either way, the real worrying thing we do see for Northern Lions right now is this Terrorblades, and those 2 kills he picked up right there aren't going to help Northern Lions, but even before that, he was farming
Dire's
pretty well.
bottom tower is
Currently,
under attack.
the highest net worth by significant margin.
Yeah, and the next to him is actually the Viper, which is of course also the core of
Dire's
Section
bottom
80.
tower
So they're
is
doing
under
pretty
attack.
okay for themselves. Puck actually keeping on top. I was kind of surprised that the Puck actually all mid. Coil is dropped. Oh, no follow up. They don't have enough damage. This is the fear of it. Like if inlines can't. Oh, evasion. You're gonna go down. You're dead. He's not even level 6. He's so dead. This is so sad. Yeah.
Did try and get the deny off there next to that neutral ramp, but at the same time, that's not gonna end up happening, and that is going to be another kills. What was another attempted gank just going horribly wrong?
Yeah, and look at the net worth of Skyrath.
He's playing 6th position right now. No boots, right? No boots. Just going for 1 Sentry Ward and a magic stick. Might be able to pick up boots right now. He's actually got enough money. You can get over to the secret store without dying.
And not die. I don't know. It's like, because I mean, Skyrath doesn't need much about levels, right? But Earthshaker does need his Blink Dagger at some point. I don't know if he's just gonna rush it, just skip his Arcane boost, because I really think they need the initiation power from Puck as well as Earthshaker, just not Puck alone. And yeah.
If you really want to see how bad this early game's gone for Northern Lions, all you need to do is look at the supports, because that's general rule of thumb, as in look at the supports and see how well your team is doing.
Yeah.
And if we have a look at the Section 80 supports, we've got a level 7 on the Ogre
7 and
Magi,
7,
a
yeah.
7 on the Vengeful Spirit, while we go look at Northern Lions, and we've got a level 4 on the
And a
Starth
4,
Mage, and
yeah.
a 4 on the Earthshaker. And
Yeah.
That's an entire 3-level difference, which early on for a support is absolutely huge. As in,
Yep.
yes, supports don't need levels as much, but at the same time, their abilities do scale pretty well in that first 20-minute period where they're getting experience, getting levels, and just getting huge amounts of extra magic damage being piled onto whatever they've already got.
And we're just having a pause again. It's not a game without a million pauses. Jesus.
Pause number 3!
Woo!
At the beginning of each game, we should actually have like a poll in the Steam Spring chat.
Oh,
How
yeah,
many
right.
pauses do you think this game will have? Make it like Dota 2 Lounge, but
Yeah, predictions. You can bet rares and yeah, money, shots, whatever. It's fine. Oh my god, this Terrorblade, he's gonna get so big. He's gonna get so big.
yeah, he's already picked up Yasha. Only 12 minutes in, plus his power trides on also a 1k gold, so he's gonna be going for his mantle like pretty quickly.
Yeah. Oh, initiation on mid, I guess it is.
But this could be countered right now. Slavi's in a lot of trouble, but they are going to be trying to just nuke down this puck. Viper doing the damage. The Ogre Mage is going to finish this off, but they may pick up the Viper on the back right now. They're getting huge amounts of damage on Twin, but he's very tanky with all of that. Plus armor being given by that spot.
Oh,
Back in the
Slavi
stomp.
with the plays. He's gonna go down eventually. No, he's. Oh, there we go. The crit on the dagger. But that could be the end of 6-net though. Yeah, he's dead.
Ran out a little bit too far right there. A little bit
Dire's
too
bottom
deep.
tower is
He's
under
going to go down to the
attack.
Sentinel Warrior, and that is not a good thing right now. That means that
Dire's
Centaur's already got his
structures
blink,
are
already got his
fortified.
tranquil boots.
Yeah.
That's when Centaur's the most scary.
Exactly, and he's almost level
Dire's
9 as
bottom
well, and he
tower
hasn't
has
died a single
fallen.
time this game. So right now Nico Babe is actually he's kind of playing his own game, which is really how you want to play a Terrorblade. So everything right now Section 80's way right now. It's looking scary.
Yep, and at this moment, although you probably should be asking me this, as in what do Northern Lions need to do to bring this back?
I think they need to secure a Blink Dagger or at least a level 6 on the Earthshaker, and then they have to somehow force Section 80. I mean, the good thing about this is they haven't actually lost as many towers as they could have versus the Terrorblade. They need to get a pretty much perfect call from the puck into a Elder Titan ulti, and then Earthshaker needs to walk in an ulti. I think that's the only way, because right now Viper he's picked up the mech, so he's really tanky. Ogre, 1.2k health and 8 armor.
Even worse, as in because he's now picked up the mech, that means that at this moment, Northern Lions might be able to, might be in a situation where they just simply get stained by their opposing team, as in they pop off all their ultimates and then Viper presses his mech and everyone gets
Invisibility.
an additional 250 HP.
Yeah, exactly. So it's yeah, and Viper's looking scary strong right now because they threw a lot at him, and I kind of felt like even if he died, as we saw, they did pick up the kill on Elder Titan. So Ingman, stand and Key. I think they need to go back here. Yeah, Key does get hit. He's probably gonna go no. Central ulti, saving him in the last second. No stun up. DD on the Viper. Slavi's actually wow. Ingman is gonna
Dire's middle
fall.
tower
Yeah, there we
is
go.
under attack.
Nice Fisher though, but.
Yeah, the fissure was a nice attempt, but at the same time, that is going to be another kill there coming up for Section 80 on
Yeah,
the PA,
patient.
and they're going in for another one onto
Dire's
the
middle
poor
tower is under
Earthshaker, who
attack.
The hoof beats
or
are
in more ways
far.
than one.
Yeah.
He's managed to pick up his mana boots, but he's still level 4.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that
Dire's
amazing
middle
ultimate that he's
tower
so
is
well
under
known for.
attack.
And we just see this Viper's doing so much damage right now. He's got level 3 in Nether Toxin. That means he's got huge
Dire's
amounts of
structures are
additional
fortified.
burst whenever anyone
Dire's
takes any
middle
amount of
tower is under attack.
HP points.
Yeah, and this tower's gonna die. Mentastar picked up on Terrorblade as well,
Dire's middle
and he's
tower
not
has
even
fallen.
paying attention to the game. He's just farming away.
And he's playing his PvE game.
He's playing his PvE game, and I mean, wow, it's. I guess letting the Sky farm top right now is pretty crucial. They need a level 6 on Sky as well, because that can essentially take out. I would say the Venge and to some extent the Terrorblade if they get a good Fissure off or a good coil. That would pretty much be the end of him. But I don't think they can kill off the Centaur, the Ogre, or the Viper by now. Like they need the ultis online for everybody. Earthshaker.
As I say that even the Scar's mate, he needs his level 6 so they can nuke down anyone in the opposite team, because right now what's happening in these team fights, or I wouldn't even say team fights, more like gank attempts coming up from Section 80, is they just don't have the damage to finish anyone off. They kind of get the puck ultimate off on a little bit of harassment by the Scar's mage and PA, but then they just kind of sat there like, well, what do we do now?
We don't have any more oomph in the cannons. We'll just go back. Or
you wait another 20 seconds till our cooldowns come off?
Yeah, exactly. Can we re-engage again, like just a few seconds later? Could that happen? Yeah, and it's scary. Like they're so tanky. Like, yeah, that's the problem for inlines right now. They do have the team fights to take it to Section 80, but they just need the levels.
We do see the Terrorblade just going to turn around and look at that Phantom Assassin to whole bunch of damage. Can she get out with her blur? No, she's not going to be able to. Only level 1 in that. He even gets the Sunder off, meaning he's going to be more than safe. Looking for even more. He's not finished yet. Going in for the puck. The Stance comes up, but it's Terrorblade just right-clicking down the opposing team. Can he pick up a Ultra? Yes, he will. Terrorblade just turned up and right-clicked everyone down.
And it was like, yeah, I'll join you now. It's fine.
But yeah, there's other players in this game.
Oh right, we're playing a PvP game. That's true. Okay.
This is online.
Yeah. Oh my god. And I mean, Ogra, and because of his bloodlust, he's extremely fast, and of course the Yasha also helps quite a bit.
That tier 2 tower
just fallen.
Just look at that metamorphosis. It's effectively a level 3 skill that's an ultimate.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing really well. His net worth also pretty much tells the whole story. He's got 3.2k. I wouldn't even be surprised if he goes for a. You think he's going for an MKB, or do you think he's going Scotty straight up?
I don't know. At the moment, normally I'd say, you know, maybe go for an MKB, just try and stop this Phantom Assassin, but stop the Phantom Assassin doing what? The Phantom Assassin is at this moment a non-factor. She's got a perseverance and power treads.
Yeah.
Even with a level 1 crit, she's only going to be critical around about 2.
Yeah, and getting that, I think getting a Battle Fury right now, or getting a Battle Fury in this kind of game is pretty presumptuous. Like, I don't think you're gonna get the farm, and I would actually prefer the Kurokai build where you go with the Maelstrom instead, like, because it's a lot cheaper. And it pretty much does the same thing as a Battle Fury. You want to farm up as quickly as possible, and just have some sort of wave clear, and it's a lot cheaper, and get the BKB faster, because versus that team you're gonna get destroyed.
Yeah, and we do see right now there's a smoke attempt going all the way through the enemy jungle, and they're not gonna be expecting this. Or until they run in front.
Yeah.
And then resmoke up in front.
Yeah. They ping this out. They're way.
That little ward right there just kind of showed exactly what was going on, and that's gonna be 200 gold wasted, and this may be turned around on them. They're gonna be expecting this.
And they're waiting. They're just like, Section 8 is just sitting up here. Okay, you smoked. Interesting.
Because the thing is, that could have been really good if there were anyone in the jungle, because they walked past sets of Terrorblade illusions, meaning that Section 80 had no reason to suspect they were in the enemy jungle.
No, exactly, but that was a unfortunate attempt of a gank, I guess, or a team fight. 6net trying to push. Yeah.
That is basically going to be it. Terrorblade is just going to start harassing down this tower, and he is pretty tanky right now. 18 armor.
Yeah.
He's already got his Manta style, got his ultimate orb, so he's going to be going for that Skadi. At this moment, it is going to be difficult for him to take down the Terrorblade.
Yeah, it is. It's this point he hits his. The second he gets the Skadi, that's the moment where he's the most terrifying. I guess Butterfly to some extent also makes him really terrifying, but the second you get the Skadi, you kind of want to be ending the game, because yeah, Nico, taking a lot of damage here.
But they do have the backup. You see the Centaur Stomp is going to miss the Elk Titan somehow, but they
that
just
was
take
weird.
2-2
Okay,
anyway.
yeah, that was interesting.
Radiant's bottom tower.
As you see the indication is made perfect. They nuke down the Terrorblade, get the ultimate off. The Ogre Mage on next to fall. But meanwhile, the rest of them are still up, and this Viper's going to be doing massive damage to the Earthshaker. He hasn't got his ultimate off yet, and he won't be able to in the slightest. Still going to be a 2-1 though.
The acid test.
I think that was okay actually, because Earthshaker's level 8 now, so he's actually caught up quite heavily. He's only 2 to 3 levels behind, and that puck illusion or into coil was beautiful, and Elder Titan was straight on. That was essentially TB plus a support, that was decent. I mean, that's good. They need that.
Very nice. While they did that, they also took bottom, giving that Phantom Assassin a little bit more chance to pick up that Blink Dagger. Battle Fury.
Battle Fury. Yeah, there we go. Finally picking it up. Yeah.
It's going to be a Blink Dagger on Phantom Assassin. Just
Gonna be
blink
a
all
force.
day.
That's just every like if you could just survive anything with Blink, it's fine.
Although Blink Dagger against a Viper is actually probably pretty.
Oh, I think it's fine. It's like it's not like she had like Vipers consists only of poison attacks and has has toxic or a toxic skin or corrosive skin. Sorry, yeah.
Damage over time, Viper definitely doesn't have that. But either way, the other piece you're going to see that Section 80, they kind of realise that that team fight went off a little bit badly for them, so they're just going to sit back and kind of try to farm up a bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. I mean, right now, I think the good thing for Inlines is they do have the puck and Terrorblade. He's not going to be going. BKB anytime soon because he just bought the secondary ultimate orb and he's kind of far off it, and he was kind of confident he could go into the Scotty without any sort of problems. I wouldn't pass it. Like I wouldn't mind puck going a Dagon in this game just to nuke him down as fast as possible.
Yep, and it's worth noting that even with that small 2-for-1 trade, it's still a 15k net worth advantage for Section 80. You're going to take down the tier 2 tower, only one tier 2 tower remaining, and it's going to be super difficult, especially now they've picked up a pipe.
Yeah.
They've got
on who? Oh wow.
Yeah, they've got the pipe on.
That's a problem. That's
Mentor.
a really. Yeah, that's okay.
And the
Forget
real problem.
What I said.
The real problem with that is just simply a case of that all of Northern Alliance damage is magic.
Yeah.
Meaning they've got the mech, they've got the pipe. Means until PA somehow gets farmed, which isn't happening anytime soon.
Nope.
They've got no ability to take
Dyer's bottom
teamfights.
tower is under attack.
She's doing 700 crit right now,
Radiant's
but I
top
mean
tower is under
it's
attack.
not really what you want to be. You know, you want to get that BKB up. She does have an ogre club, so she's actually okay farm wise right now. But
Radiant's
I mean,
top
Battle Fury is
tower
just
has
such an
fallen.
expensive item for the benefit. You know, it's pure damage pretty much. That's all it is. Oh, they're gonna do Roche, I guess. Nico baby.
Radiant's
Yeah.
top tower is under attack.
At this moment, Terrorblade can do it basically on his own, and the rest of them just standing there and looking in the background.
Dyer's middle
Just look
tower
at that
is under
metamorphosis
attack.
damage coming out. He's doing
Radiant
300 per right
structures
click
are
range,
fortified.
plus Scotty effect,
Yeah.
and he's got a Mantle Style to add on to that. It's just.
Roshan
Yeah,
has
there we
fallen
go.
to the Radiant.
And I mean,
top tower
Inlines
is
doing
under
the
attack.
doing the smart thing, pushing out top, which of course is gonna create some space. And I mean, they need to defend this at some point. They could just sack it. Oh, TP's in. Slavi is silenced up, and Ingman trying to get out. He does not have enough. He's gonna go down here. Yeah.
Not
Styles
even
is-
the Scarlet Mage going to help him right there, as you see Ingman desperately trying to get away. Going to get swapped back, although he is doing a pretty good job of juking. Can his blur damage save him? No, it can't.
Oh.
That is going to be a 2-for-0 right there. The real Slavi picking himself up a mega streak.
Yeah, that is, and Viper I think completed Scepter as well. Yeah, so it's looking pretty grim now for N-Lines. They can still hold on to because they have the ET and Puck Elder Titan up. So it's and this the Earthshaker. So they have a lot of counter push still, so they can still hold the racks right now. But PA man, you need that blink. The blink dagger. Oh my god! Now you've planted the thought in my head, man. I can't get that blink dagger out. I mean the BKB, of course.
Yeah, he's going to need to be at some point just so he can do. And then, as in, I do feel at this point, although I said that Terrorblade does get out-carried by Phantom Assassin in the late game, a
Dyer's
Terrorblade with
bottom
14
tower
K
is
net
under
worth versus a
attack.
PA with 9k,
Yeah,
Not quite
it's
the
not
same.
really a fair fight. No.
especially
Bottom
also
tower.
with a Aegis added on top of that.
Dyer's
Yeah,
bottom
exactly.
tower has fallen.
So,
Question is now, is he gonna go Butterfly or is he gonna go MKB?
well, there's a lot of different ways. As in, personally, I wouldn't be against an MKB at the moment, just simply because of the PA is N-Line's only option.
Exactly. So just to nullify his blur effect, just get that as fast as possible because your tank is hell now. You have 23k or 23 armor and 2k health. So
And in reality, the only real way that Northern Lions can come back, like I said before, was the Phantom Assassin. And when you're in this kind of dominating situation, your entire game strategy should simply be not so much what do we do to win, but what do we do to lose.
yeah, exactly.
As in, how can we lose this game? Well, the way they lose this game is just simply, well, either they run into an wombo combo by the Star's Mage, Puck plus Elder Titan plus Earthshaker,
yeah.
which, to be fair, at this level of play shouldn't happen. Or,
But
alternatively, the PA gets farmed and just starts right-clicking people down.
yeah, and they're gonna go
Dire's
in.
middle tower
Or
is under
Shaker?
attack.
Oh, they're going in
Dire's
deep.
structures
Oh,
are
that is so
fortified.
unfortunate. Evasion is definitely gonna go down. Just, yeah, he used the ulti, didn't really do anything. Ingman actually gets a crit off, and that's an unstoppable for Slavi though.
That's a very nice thing right there, but while that's going on, the Terrorblade, he's right-clicking down towers as he goes on pause.
Yeah, it's
Possibly
just,
the
yeah,
worst situation that could ever happen.
game crashed. I think Fant, maybe not. He's not dead. He's actually okay.
As in, he should be fine right now. He's pretty tanky. He's got his mech. He's got his regen. He's also got a Reaver, so it looks like he's going for a heart of some kind. But at the same time, this is very unfortunate for both teams, as this is basically in the middle of a team fight.
Yeah. And I think they lost the racks. I think they can still turn it around. The fact that Akimbro and Key are actually coiled up down here, I think is pretty huge. And I think Slavi could be in a lot of trouble. The PA could just jump him, but I guess the Terrorblade is still pretty much.
I'd say it's all going to come down to, can Phantom Assassin get the crits?
Yeah, exactly. And the blurs.
Can the crit, is his luck real, or is he just going to go like, well, 100, 200?
Yeah. Oh my god, this is the most unfortunate. This is finally reconnected.
But either way, as in, we do also see that on the other hand, his racks are going to go down, and this Terrorblade is just focusing on him right now. This melee reaction is getting nuked down. We do see it looks like the Vipers are going to be more than fine, popping off the Meg. They're going to pick up the melee racks. Thump is going to be pretty good, but at the same time, they're all getting away more nice and safe. As it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade plus racks. More than nice. We do see the Puck trying to make something happen. Yay is going to get ulted up by that Viper Strike.
Yeah, and there we go. PA actually picking up the BKB now, and I don't think she hasn't used it yet, so still some hope for endlines. And one rack, especially the mid rack, is not really that big of a deal considering how far they're behind versus the Terrorblade, mind you.
Yeah, as in, the only issue is it's going to make him even harder to push out, and every single set of racks that goes down means that this comeback's less and less likely, as they have to spend more and more time basically farming up creeps that don't give as much gold.
Yeah, and BKB now completed on TB. Yeah.
I guess that also makes sense as well, since they do have still lots of magic damage. Yes, they've got the pipe. Yes, he's tanky as heck. But at the same time, having that BKB means that you can just ignore all that damage as well.
Yeah, I think just pushing top now and just taking the tower, and the second they jump, you just don't really care about the heroes. Just take the racks down. Just don't care. Because I think Viper can just stand there. Like, the second he gets his heart, he's just not going to be killed. He's going to tank through everything Inlines has to offer, I think.
Yep, and it is also worth noting this Aegis is going to be dissipating soon. It's probably in about a minute-ish.
Yeah, probably, yeah, something like that.
I'm having a quick look at the timer. They've got... yeah, it's about a minute-ish, what I can see. I'm trying to work out what that clock is. Interesting.
Yeah, I was like...
actual numbers.
Yeah. And here we go. Going in for the...
Possibly the death push coming in right now as we see Terrorblade. Yeah. He's going to get stunned up by the Fissure, but it just does nothing, and they're going to start right-clicking down these towers. Elder Titan doing a very good job of stopping this push for a while, but at the same time, there's just nothing they can do. Not against a BKB Terrorblade.
Yeah, and that's the problem right there. Nico baby. Just standing his ground and just dealing the damage. Key could go down here. He is gonna go down, and again, that's the Viper Strike. Look at the Viper Strike. It doesn't matter. He's dead. Yeah, GG. It's gonna be a GG. That's the problem with melee heroes like TA or PA. Sorry, you're so kiteable by Viper and the like. So it'll be a GG. Yeah, and another ultra kill for Nico baby, by the way.
And what we saw right there is that. Just simply a case of Section 80, they had a farmed up Terrorblade, and every single team fight that they took worked in their favor. The real thing that really swung it in their favor was that team fight up on top where Terrorblade just came up and picked up 4 kills, and ever since then, they just didn't stop the steep train of destruction that ended up slamming Northern Lions in the face.
Yep. And, yeah, GG well played, I guess, right? Oh shit, we fucked Nope. Never mind.
Yep. Okay. So
Yeah,
obviously,
I was just like, what? Yeah, nothing.
obviously, as things are currently going in the Pro League, that does mean that Section 80 are actually doing pretty well. I think they've actually gone undefeated or only lost one game against BBC.
Yeah.
Correctly. Let's actually pull up those stats right now. Press the right buttons. And yet that does mean that Section 80 are actually currently 5-0. They're going to be going up to tied first place with BBC. While on the other hand, we do have that Northern Lions. They're currently only, they're going to have 3 losses in total. A little bit of a shame right there. With only 1 win in 4 games.
That's actually, wow. They're number 10 in the group, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, they're number 10 and probably going to be dropping down a little bit further as there's a very good chance they're going to be in a contention for getting knocked out into the semi league, which would be very, very worrying.
Yeah, wow. Okay, that's surprising. Well, best of luck to N Lions, I guess.
Obviously, this has been a Banshee casting here on Rasmus TV with The Maker. And if you enjoy everything you do, you can follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch TV, and Facebook. But don't go anywhere because we are going to be casting another game coming up very, very soon for the ES Portal qualifiers in the round of 16, I think we're now in.
Yeah, yes, it's the round of 16. That's correct. Yeah. So that's in what, 5 minutes or so?
Yep, so any last words before I switch everything over?
Yeah. Subscribe to Facebook and Twitch, please. Yeah, but that's it.